Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to measure the Alpine 1.8T on our dyno in stock and with the RaceChip GTS Black, and of course we are going to measure 100 to 200 in stock and with the tune. So let's go. So we measured our Alpine on the dyno under stock conditions. You can see the power figures here, the corrected value, uncorrected value there, and the torque is here. As you can see, the power is pretty much on point. Official figures are 252 horsepower and 320 newton meters. Right now we measured the car with 260 horsepower, 259 to be exact, and 328 newton meters of torque, which is pretty close to the claimed figures from Alpine. What is really impressive is the torque, basically, the orange line. It's a straight line basically from 2000 RPM basically until red line, which is really, really cool. And here you can see the horsepower and the real horsepower. And what is really important, guys, if you want to know how to read a dyno chart properly and what kind of information you are actually seeing there, just drop a comment and we can do a complete episode basically about that topic. But what you're seeing here, the green line, is the power loss, which is measured on the Maha dyno after every power run. So that is why Maha is giving you really, really accurate results. So that's it from the stock figures. So let's switch the GTS Black to mapping 7 and see how much power we get. So we finished the development and here you can actually see the result. 305 horsepower over there and 400 newton meters of torque, which is in gain by around 50 horsepower and 80 newton meters around that area if you compare it to stock. And as you can see, the torque curve is basically the same as stock. So we kept the behavior of the car because it actually feels a little bit like an A, I would say. So atmospheric engine, and we actually wanted to that the behavior of the engine stays like that. So here you can see the torque curve is still pretty much a straight line, pretty smooth power gain all over the RPM range, which is really, really good, and you can actually feel how much powerful the car is. I can show you guys the comparison between stock and tune, but I have to switch the screen for that. So just give me a second. So what you can see now on the screen, thick line is tuning, orange torque, red horsepower, and blue is wheel power. And always thick line is the tuned version and thin line is the stock version. So you can see basically the behavior of the torque and of the engine is basically the same, just a lot more torque all over the RPM range, and here a lot more power all over the RPM range in terms of horsepower, which is really, really good, and you can definitely notice that on the street. And also pretty sure we're going to measure 100 to 200 times on the Autobahn, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a big difference compared to stock. If you have any questions about the dyno itself or the cooling system or how to read a dyno Maha chart as an example, just drop us a comment and we can answer that in the comments, or do even an RaceChip Insights episodes about how a dyno works and how to actually read a dyno sheet and what is important when you're measuring cars on a dyno. Yeah, I think we're going now on the Autobahn to measure 100 to 200 times. So see you there. So we are done with the time measurement, 100 to 200 kilometers per hour on the German Autobahn. In stock we had 12.4 seconds, and with the RaceChip GTS Black the time dropped down to 10.8 seconds, which is overall a really awesome improvement. And the car just feels a little bit more aggressive, which is really cool. Also, one of the bigger YouTube channels tested our Alpine a couple of days ago, and actually they had pretty much the same times as we had. They measured 100 to 200 as well. I think we can link the videos somewhere here. Of course, you have to consider that it's a little bit hotter outside today, so intake temps are not as good as on the Autotop NL video. So we are running at around 30 to 32 degrees intake temperature right now. Anyway, the improvement is really good, and you can definitely notice it. So I think that's it from our side. If you like the video, leave us a like, obviously. If you want to see more from us, subscribe to our channel. We are getting some really awesome cars next coming weeks. New set 4 M40i, by the way. So, see you in the next episode.